Let's bring in Congressman Chris Pappas live on the phone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hi, Mike. Good to be with you.
Well, first off, I know I just said that you're all reportedly okay, but how are you feeling at this moment?
Well, we are okay. Our staff is all right. I had a knock on the door at our office at about 1:15, and we were hustled out very quickly by a Capitol police officer and basically told to get as far away from the Capitol complex as we possibly could. Unfortunately, there are many more members and staff members who are in the Capitol itself and who are still sheltering in place in their offices. And I worry for the safety and security of those folks. Clearly, there are people who came to the Capitol today with violent intentions of breaching security and of causing havoc. They did exactly that. And my thoughts are with law enforcement. I hope they can get this situation under control as quickly as possible to make sure the business of the people can continue to go forward.
I mean, as we all watch the events unfold live on television today, it seemed like it happened in a split second. Tell me again, walk me through the exact events, what happened when you were notified. How quickly had you, or how long had you been in your office when you were told to evacuate?
Well, I got to the Capitol about 1 o'clock, which is when the proceedings started. And it was shortly after that we had a loud knock at the door and were told that there was a serious, credible threat, that there were potential devices in the area, and that they were sweeping the entire building. So when we got outside, I was about a block from the Capitol. You could hear the protesters, you could hear sirens, you could almost feel it in the air. It was a situation that got out of control really quick. And as I talked to a Capitol police officer on the sidewalk, she was shaken up by what she was hearing on her radio, and she said, go as quickly as you can in the opposite direction from the Capitol, and that's what I did. So this continues to be a dynamic situation, and we've got to make sure that safety is job one here, but we also can't have the peaceful transfer of power and our democratic institutions derailed by this mob. And so I do hope that as quickly as things are able to be secured, we can get back to the business of certifying the election results and then moving on.
Again, we have the president just announced earlier, or just actually made a statement not too long ago, condemning the overtaking of the Capitol. Could you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your thoughts on his address?
Well, that's a day late and a dollar short. He was with these protesters earlier in the day on the Mall, inciting this crowd. And there are consequences to creating and perpetuating these myths of voter fraud, convincing people that somehow an election was stolen from them. That's not the case. And this was going to be a very unifying day in our Capitol. There were going to be objections to some of the state's votes, but at the end of the day, Republicans and Democrats were going to come together to uphold the will of the people. And that was going to be such an important signal. And that's going to happen. It's just going to be delayed by a few hours until things get under control at the Capitol.
Congressman Pappas, thank you so much for your time. We are happy that you are safe tonight.
Thanks. Be well.